My name is David Adams, and I am your certified high performance coach. And today we are talking about 3 ways to avoid those people that suck your energy like a vampire. And you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly who they are. These are the ones you cringe when they come around the corner because you just know you're gonna have less energy when you're done talking to them. Number 1, set clear boundaries. What do you stand for? What do you accept? What do you not accept? If we have not communicated our expectations to these people that are sucking our energy, then whose fault is it really? Because we're allowing them to continue to suck our energy because we haven't established clear boundaries of what we will accept and what we will not accept. Identify your boundaries, communicate them clearly, and stand firm. Hold firm to them. Because again, what is a boundary? A boundary says, hey, if you do this, I am going to do this. If you do A, I am going to do B. Which means, let's say you have decided, look, I'm not going to have another negative conversation. If the conversation turns negative, I am going to hang up the phone. I need you to understand that. If we set the expectation, then we can hold them to that expectation. If we never set the expectation, then what are we doing? Okay? Now, step number 2 is limit your exposure. And I will tell you that in limiting exposure, it's very interesting because all we have to do is make a decision. If I'm going to limit exposure to something, it just means I'm going to speak to you less often. I am going to make sure that I am not in proximity to you as often as I once was. I'm not going to pick up the phone and call you. I'm not going to answer your calls if I don't want to. We don't have to spend time with people, and we certainly don't have to spend time with people that we allow ourselves to be triggered by or that are just extremely negative. We still have to spend time with those people. 1 is schedule time. For instance, if you know you're going to be on the phone with someone that's negative, then you can automatically on the front side of the call say, hey, I only have 5 minutes for this call. We can schedule the time. For instance, as soon as we get on a call, hey, I only have 5 minutes. How are things going? What's going on? Now we're limiting time, and they know the time frame because you have to go in 5 minutes. That's the time frame that you've scheduled for it. So we're actually scheduling time, specific amounts of time to speak to these people. Sometimes family's just super negative. Okay, well, I can at least limit the exposure to the negative people. Let's take breaks. So if you know that you're going to be spending some time with family, it's okay to step away. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to go for a walk, get your thoughts right, and then come back. So taking breaks is a good thing. Spending time with positive people in between the times that we spend time with negative people. And that way we can recharge and we can reset. The last piece I think is very important, which is practicing self-care. And what does this even mean? Meditation, breathing, very present and mindful of what's going on in the moment. I think that becomes more important than almost anything else. Because if we're controlling the narrative up here, much less likely that we're going to be triggered by something, and it's also much less likely that we're going to find ourselves in a situation where we're just not doing well. And you understand exactly what I'm talking about. If you've ever been triggered by somebody, you have those negative emotions start to come over your body. It's just like, for the love of good, all this good holy, I'm just not going to do this again. If we are eating right, sleeping right, getting the exercise that we need, when we do those things, we're less likely to get triggered because we have greater emotional control. We're eating right, we're sleeping right, we're getting the exercise that we need, so we're able to show up in a more effective way. Self-care is vital when it comes to building relationships and maintaining that emotional control during conversations that may be difficult and with difficult people that are sucking the energy and the life right out of you. We're setting clear boundaries. We want to ensure that we're limiting exposure to those people. And the third thing is truly taking care of ourselves in the best possible way. And if you find these things helpful, or if you would like more information, just reach out. I'm here for you for all of your high performance needs, and we'll talk soon.